My dear students, in today's class, we are going to discuss most important topic of organic chemistry, namely localized and delocalized bonds, the concept of which is more useful to understand mesomeric effects or resonance effects and hyperconjugation also in a better way. So let us know about localized and delocalized bonds. What is meant by localized and delocalized bond? If the bonded electron cloud belongs to two nuclei, that means atoms, only it is called localized bond. On the other hand, if the bonded electrons or bonded electron cloud belongs to three or more than three nuclei or atoms, then it is called delocalized bond. In this way, we can define localized bond as well as delocalized bond. When the bonded electron cloud belongs to only two nuclei, two atoms, it is not spreading to the third atom, then it is called localized. On the other hand, if the bonded electron cloud, the cloud may be containing 2 electrons or 3 electrons or 4 electrons, that is what is cloud. If the bonded electrons or bonded electron cloud belongs to 3 nuclei or more than 3, then you have to say that that bond is delocalized bond. There is one sentence, where there is delocalization, there is stabilization. The greater the delocalization, the greater the stability. So delocalized bond is more useful to study the stability also. And that is you have to know difference between these two. To understand better, you have to consider an example. First of all, I am taking ethylene. Which is represented as CH2 double bond CH2. And if you write it here, CH, CH like this, these are all sigma bonds. How is this pi bond formed? One is sigma bond, other one is pi bond. How is this pi bond formed in the case of ethene? That is only due to the sideways overlap of p orbitals containing 1 electron each. So we can write here, on this carbon an orbital containing 1 electron, on this carbon an orbital containing 1 electron each. Don't forget, these two carbons are sp2 carbons. All the sp2 carbons will be carrying a p orbital containing 1 electron which is perpendicular to the sp2 plane. That is here. And when these two carbons are containing two p orbitals containing 1 electron each and at the same time parallel to each other, then there is every possibility for the overlapping, sideways overlapping these two orbitals. This is what you call sidewise overlapping. In the case of sideways overlapping, the overlapping region is low and that is the bond is weak. And so this leads to the formation of a pi bond which is represented along with the sigma bond in the form of double bond here. This is the formation of pi bond. And if you take this pi bond belongs to only two nuclei. the two carbons. And so this pi bond is said to be localized bond. So if you take a C double bond C like this is localized, 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 localized. Sigma bond is always localized generally. And this is the pi bond. Pi bond is also localized. This is localized bond. Right? On the other hand, if you take propene, CH3, CH double bond CH2, propene. This carbon is having 3 sigma bonds. The other carbon is having 1 H. And the other carbon is having 2 hydrogens like this. How is the pi bond formed there? The pi bond is only due to the lateral overlap. That is, you can consider like this, containing 1 electron each here, and that pi bond is formed during the lateral overlap. This is the pi bond. And this pi bond is present here in between the two carbons. This pi bond cannot be extended beyond the second carbon. 1, 2. It cannot be extended to third carbon. So that means this pi bond is also localized. That is not at all delocalized bond. If you want to understand the delocalized bond, then you have to take two examples. One is 1,3-butadiene, other one is 1,4-pentadiene. If you take these two examples, we can clearly understand what is meant by localized bond and what is meant by delocalized bond. What is the condition required for the formation of delocalized bonds? Please note it. Now let us consider these two examples, namely 1,3-butadiene and 1,4-pentadiene. Here CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH2, single bond CH, double bond CH2. At the first position and fourth position the pi bonds are present, double bonds are present, and this is 1,4-pentadiene structure. Similarly, you can take here 1,3-butadiene, CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2. First position double bond, third position double bond. So this is 1,3-butadiene. The bonds present in the alternate positions are called conjugated bonds. And here these two pi bonds, pi bond, alternate position pi bond. So pi bond is in conjugation with another pi bond. This is what you call pi-pi conjugation. This is what you call pi-pi conjugation. And here pi bond, alternate position sigma bond. There is no conjugation of pi bond. Pi bond, alternate position sigma bond. And so here no pi-pi conjugation. That difference you have to note. When there is pi-pi conjugation, there is delocalization. If there is no pi-pi conjugation, then it is called isolated pi bonds. These are called isolated pi bonds. And in this case, first carbon, second carbon, they are carrying a pi bond. How is this pi bond formed? This is the overlap. This is the p orbital picture. First carbon and second carbon carrying p orbitals 1 each, having 1 electron each. And third carbon is sp3 carbon. There is no p orbital containing 1 electron because it is a saturated carbon. All the bonds are sigma bonds. And here fourth carbon, fifth carbon, they are carrying pi bond. And the pi bond is formed during the overlapping of p orbitals parallel to each other containing 1 electron each. And so here, if you want to make the sideways overlapping, the p orbitals parallel to each other containing 1 electron each should be on the adjacent carbons. 2 is adjacent to 1, 3 is adjacent to 2, 4 is adjacent to 3, like that you have to take. And here 1 is adjacent to 2, and so these two orbitals are overlapping to give a pi bond. And similarly, on 4th and 5th carbons, there are p orbitals containing 1 electron each. They are also overlapping, forming a pi bond in between 4 and 5 carbons. Can you extend the overlapping of p orbital on 2nd carbon with p orbital on the 4th carbon? Is there any possibility? In the middle, we are having sp3 carbon. That is hurdle for the continuation of overlapping between these two. Because these two are not adjacent. They are separated by sp3 carbon. And so here in this case, the overlapping cannot be extended from this to this case. As a result of which, these two pi bonds are localized. These are localized. They are not spreading. And so, in the case of 1,4-pentadiene, there is no pi-pi conjugation. They remain isolated pi bonds. They are said to be localized bonds. And so, there will be no delocalization. The electron cloud belongs to only 2 nuclei. 2 nuclei only. Similarly, in this case, 1,3-betadiene if you take, you observe all the carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are sp2 carbons continuously. How is this pi bond formed? By the lateral overlap of the p orbitals containing 1 electron each. 1 is adjacent to 2, 3 is adjacent to 4. So, these two are overlapping here, giving a pi bond. 3 is adjacent to 4, and so these two are overlapping once again, giving you another pi bond. Then doubt arises. This is the 2nd carbon, this is the 3rd carbon. Between 3 and 4, you are taking the overlapping of the p orbitals containing 1 electron each. Between 1 and 2, 2 is adjacent to 1, and thereby you are also taking overlapping between these two. Then doubt is, isn't it that 3rd carbon is adjacent to 2nd carbon? Both are adjacent to each other. Then why can't you extend the overlapping in between these two? You can also expect the overlapping in between 2nd carbon and 3rd carbon containing p orbitals 1 electron each. They should undergo the sidewise overlapping. That means the overlapping is now extended. And so, apart from this, we can write one more picture. We can write one more picture here. In what way? CH2, CH, CH, CH2, and you have to write p orbitals like this, containing 1 electron each. After that, in the usual manner, you can show the overlapping between these two because 1 is adjacent to 2. You can also show the overlapping as in the previous picture. This is a pi bond, this is a pi bond. There is every possibility for the overlapping in between these two orbitals present on 2nd and 3rd, which are adjacent to each other. So, overlapping can be extended in this way also. What does it mean? The upper lobes are combining, the lower lobes are combining to give electron cloud spreading on all over the 4 carbons. So, here you can show in this way, CH2, single bond CH, single bond CH, single bond CH2. The upper lobes are combining in this manner. The lower lobes are combining in this manner. This is nothing but the pi electron cloud. This is the electron cloud. How many electrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 electrons. All these 4 electrons containing orbitals are combining, and all these 4 electron cloud is now spreading on 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. This bonded electron cloud now belongs to all the 4 nuclei. If the bonded electron cloud belongs to more than 3, 3 or more than 3, it is delocalized. And that is why you have to say that this is the delocalized bond. This is the delocalized bond. For reaction purpose, we will write in this manner. But whenever delocalization is considered, you have to take this picture into consideration. And as the electron cloud is belonging to all the nuclei, and that means pi bond is also present in between these two carbons, second and third. In what way you can show the pi bond? If you want to write it, you have to try to write it in the form of resonance structures. Here resonance is more important. In what way resonance can be written here? Just I am writing here. In what way you can write the resonance structures there? CH2, single bond, CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2. This is 1,3-butadiene. This is double bond. You have to get the double bond cavity in between these two carbons also. That means you have to take the polarization. This pi bond is shifting towards between 2 and 3. Then what happens to this carbon? When this bond is coming to this place, it gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pi bond character is not present for any carbon. And that is why this carbon throws the electron cloud towards the other carbon. You have to show the bent arrow mark. When the electron cloud is moving towards the center, you have to show the center. When electron cloud is moving onto the carbon, you have to show the bent arrow mark onto the carbon. And that is why you have to now write the other form of the structure. In what way you can write here? CH2, single bond CH, single bond CH, single bond CH2. This bond is moving to this carbon is losing this bond, so it gets positive charge. This bond is moving towards the second and third positions. This bond is completely moving to this carbon, which is having 2 electrons, and so this is the 2 electron cloud. So this is written in this form. To show just the pi bond presence in between second and third carbons also, this is the only way of writing the resonance structures to show the pi bond character. So resonance condition can be indicated by this double-headed arrow mark like this. Or on the other hand, sometimes it so happens that the pi bond is moving like this and the pi bond is coming towards this carbon. If such is the case, then you can write in this manner: CH2, single bond CH, double bond CH, single bond CH2. This is losing the electron cloud, it gets positive character. And this gets the electron cloud, this gets negative character. In this 1,3-butadiene, which is having delocalized bonds, and those delocalized bonds are present, we can represent in better way in the form of resonance structures how the pi bond is induced or pi bond is present in between the carbons where actually no pi bond is shown in the structure. So in this way we can get the resonance structure from 1,3-butadiene. So this means, all this means, this is the implication. When this is present, this is also extended. When this is present, delocalization is taking place, and the delocalized condition is better represented in the form of, in the virtue of resonance structures in this manner, where second and third carbons are also shown to be having pi bond. This is the resonance structure condition in the case of 1,3-butadiene. Where there is pi-pi conjugation, where there is pi-pi conjugation, there is always delocalization. When you are saying that there is delocalization, and that delocalization can be shown clearly in the virtue of, in the form of resonance structures. Of course, resonance theory is entirely different. At present, you can know how to write the resonance structures, because in the neutral molecule, if you bring the polarization, plus and minus charge arises. If it is the anion, the same minus charge will be delocalized. If it is a cation, the same positive charge will be delocalized. In this way, you can show the resonance structures. Whatever resonance form you are taking, the total charge on the resonance structure should be the same as in the original. In the case of original, the total charge is 0. And here, plus minus is equal to 0. Here, plus minus is equal to 0. Total charge is equal to 0. But here charges are separated, here charges are separated, here no charge separation is there. And of course, in the resonance structure, we are going to study that resonance form in which charges are not separated is more stable than that in which charges are separated. So out of the three resonance structures, which is more stable if you ask like that? This is the structure which is having no charge separation. So out of these three, this is said to be the more stable one. Okay, let us consider some more examples and what condition is required to extend the conjugation and to extend the delocalization. Okay, try to note it. Now let us take the conditions required for the delocalization extent or delocalization. When it will be taking place? Generally, pi bonds, when they are in the alternate positions, they are said to be in conjugation. If pi bonds are in conjugation, all the 4 pi bonds will be participating in delocalization. The number of pi bonds present in the conjugation are completely delocalized. When the delocalization extent is increased, automatically you have to say that the stability is also increased, by virtue of which you can write the resonance forms. Now, in order to have the delocalization condition, one condition is pi-pi conjugation is required in the molecule. Other conditions are also important. If you want to study mesomeric effect clearly, you have to understand all these. The other one is pi orbital containing lone pair. Pi lone pair orbital or lone pair electrons, orbital containing lone pair, they should be in conjugation. And that means in between the pi bond and lone pair, there should be separated by sigma bond. Similarly, pi bond and positive charge. Pi bond, positive charge carrying carbon should be separated by a sigma bond. Similarly, pi negative charge. When these two are in conjugation, negative charge carrying carbon and pi bond should be separated by sigma bond. Then they are said to be in conjugation. In all these cases, we will be having delocalization concept. For example, we can take pi lone pair conjugation. In what we can take here? We can take here an example like vinyl chlorides. Vinyl chlorides. This chlorine is having 3 lone pairs. Out of which one lone pair is sufficient to consider this effect. And this is the pi bond. And this lone pair is present in the p orbital. And so here, this pi bond and the lone pair are separated by a sigma bond. This is the sigma bond. As a result of which, these two will be getting delocalized. That means this pi bond as well as the lone pair will be combining, mixing, to give delocalized orbital covering 1, 2, 3. 3 nuclei will be covered. When the bonded electron cloud belongs to 3 or more than 3, it is delocalized. And so, along with the lone pair and this pi bond will be getting clubbed. And that can be shown in what way? In resonance forms. Or even you can show like this: CH2, single bond CH, single bond Cl. Here you can take a p orbital containing 1 electron each and a p orbital containing 2 electrons each. All are adjacent to each other, and thereby overlapping will be extended in this manner and extended in this manner also. This is delocalization. In this delocalization, we are having 4 electrons. All the 4 electrons will be delocalized. In what way? It can be shown through resonance structures. For that purpose, using this lone pair, you have to bring the polarization in the pi bond. The atom which is having the lone pair, which is in conjugation with the pi bond, will be pushing the electron cloud towards the pi bond. And so, this electron cloud will be pushed like this. That means this electron cloud is flowing as a bond in between these 2 atoms. Then carbon gets 5 bonds, it is unnatural. And so, this carbon pushes the electron cloud towards the other carbon. And thereby, you can write in this manner: CH2, single bond CH, double bond Cl. Cl is giving its lone pair, so it gets positive charge. The whole bond is shifted toward the carbon containing 2 electrons, and so this gets a negative charge. And so these are the resonance forms in the case of vinyl chloride. And chlorogroup is electron releasing character through this bond. And so this is the case resonance forms, and we are showing the delocalization concept through resonance. And in this resonance form, charges are separated, in this charges are not separated. Out of these two, which is more stable? Naturally, this is more stable because there is no charge separation. So in this way, when there is pi-p conjugation, we can extend this pi-p conjugation also in this manner. The other one, pi positive charge conjugation. Pi positive charge conjugation. I am taking a bond like this. This is what you call allyl carbonyl ion. You can call it as allyl carbonyl ion. C plus, it is having 2 electrons less to the octet, electron deficient, but it is in conjugation with pi bond. This is sigma bond, this is pi bond, positive charge carrying carbon are separated by sigma bond. And so, these two, positive charge as well as the pi bond, will be getting delocalized. That is spreading onto the 3 carbons, which can be shown in the form of resonance structures. What happens here? As this is the positively charged carbon, it withdraws the pi electron cloud, which is in conjugation. And so here, the pi bond moves like this. So what happens there? You have to show the resonance condition here. CH2, single bond CH, double bond CH2, and here plus charge arises on this carbon. So both mean only the same, but you are getting 2 resonance structures. Both will have equal resonance energy. Both are equally stable. So in this case, allyl carbonyl is stabilized by virtue of resonance. This is the delocalization concept, because positive charge in conjugation with the pi bond. If the positive charge in conjugation with another pi bond, the delocalization will be extended. And so when there is pi positive charge conjugation, you can see how it is extended. Pi positive charge conjugation, delocalization takes place, and this is how to write the resonance structures. And finally, we have to take one more, pi negative charge combination. You can take, for example, CH2 double bond CH in the same manner, CH2 minus charge containing 2 electrons, carbanion. Let us suppose this carbanion, though difficult to form, for study purpose you can understand this. This negative charge is in conjugation with the pi bond. Pi bond is in conjugation with the negative charge on the carbon. And so these two, negative charge and pi bond, are separated by sigma bond. Naturally, using this, we can bring the polarization. How it happens here, just you can see, as this carbon is having more electron density, negative charge, it is easier to release the electron cloud. And so it releases the electron cloud towards this carbon. And automatically this carbon, after taking this bond electron clouds, it pushes the electron cloud towards the other carbon. And thereby you are able to write the resonance structures for this CH2, single bond CH, double bond CH2, and here this bond is shifted toward this, that means negative charge obtained here. In this way, when there is pi negative charge combination, then you can take the delocalization, pi positive charge combination, delocalization, pi conjugation, as we seen here, delocalization, pi lone pair containing, PRP containing lone pair, and when there is conjugation, delocalization possible. All these delocalization can be thoroughly seen in writing the resonance structures. Some more structures we will take, please write it, please note it. Let us consider some more examples here, ring compounds, in order to get the experience. First of all, I am taking benzene. There are 3 pi bonds. This is pi bond, this is pi bond, this is also pi bond. These pi bonds are in alternate positions. And so this is having pi conjugation. This is having pi conjugation. When there is pi conjugation, automatically the pi electron cloud will be formed as a ring in the benzene ring. And that is why you can write here in the form like this. All the pi electron cloud is delocalized, forming as a ring containing 6 electrons. Containing 6 electrons. All these 6 electrons will be delocalized in the ring. This is the delocalization taking place in the case of benzene ring. You can write the structure in this manner also. And here if you take pi bond in conjugation with the negative charge, in conjugation with the pi bond, in conjugation with the pi bond once again. That means pi negative charge, pi conjugation is there. So here also delocalization takes place. Here also delocalization takes place. This cloud and this cloud will be mixing and will be forming as delocalized clouds. This is you can write in this manner. Negative charge is there. 2 electrons completely delocalized and occupying all the 5 carbons. Those delocalized clouds. You can write of course resonance forms also. For this you can also write resonance forms. This is delocalization possible here, delocalization possible here, and in this case, what is there? Pi bond, alternate positive charge, alternate pi bond. Once again, there is conjugation. When there is a conjugation, automatically delocalization is possible, and you can write the delocalized cloud in the ring in this manner. Here you can write delocalized cloud in this manner. Along with the 2 pi bonds, one positive charge is also delocalized. You have to write in this manner. This is the delocalized form of this structure. We can write the various resonance structures. Plus charge here, 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 here. All the carbons, the plus charge will be rotated. That means 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more resonance structures can be written here. We can write later. Similarly, here if you take cyclopropyl cation, pi bond, sigma bond, pi positive charge, sigma bond, pi bond. That means there is pi positive charge. There is pi positive charge conjugation. And thereby, this is also getting delocalization. And so, in this case, you can write delocalized structure as a dogleg ring, a ring in the cyclopropane. This is cyclopropyl cation. Positive charge is delocalized there on all the 3 carbons. The pi electron cloud is delocalizing, positive charge is also delocalizing. And this is the way to write the hybrid for all the resonance structures. Here you can write 2 more resonance structures in this case. Similarly, here also pi negative charge conjugation is there. Pi negative charge conjugation is there. So delocalization also takes place here. All these will be combining, spreading on all the 3 carbons in the ring. This is the delocalized clouds where negative charge is also delocalized along with the 2 electrons. These are the resonance hybrids of all these structures. We can write the resonance structures if you want separately. This pi bond is, for example, this is the positive charge. This is withdrawing the electron cloud from this, and thereby it can be obtained as pi bond is coming here, positive charge. This carbon is losing, this positive charge will be here. And later, this bond will be coming to this place also. In this we can extend the structures. Positive charge carbon is withdrawing the electron cloud, and thereby this is losing the carbon, and the alternate position we are having pi bond, and this bond will be taken by this and this will be obtained by this. In this we can get the resonance structures for cation resonance structures, cation form containing resonance structures. So when there is pi positive charge conjugation, we can write the resonance structures in this manner. For this you can write 4 more, for this you can write 2 more, for this you can write 4 more. Like this you can write the resonance structures for all these indicating resonance hybrids. And this is more useful in studying the aromatic, non-aromatic characters and anti-aromatic character. This concept is more useful. And it is also more useful to study the mesomeric effect also. So, in the next class, we will deal with mesomeric effect and its applications. Okay? Don't forget of subscribing my channel, GSS Chemistry channel. Thank you for your kind hearing.